Hey, what's up, dispatchers? Just wrapped up my morning 2-mile run. I'm always up before the sunrise. If the sunrise before me, I'm lazy. But check this out, this is gonna be a real good video for you guys today. But I want you guys to know one thing. If you want to become something, if you want to start a successful business, a dispatch business, whatever business you're trying to start, you better get on it. You better get on the grind. Because one thing about me, I never changed anything about myself until I got on the grind and put in the work that it takes to become what I want to become. So I know it's a lot of you guys out there that want to start a successful business. You want to get more money. But look, check it out. I ain't here to be your fucking friend. I'm a mentor. So I'm going to tell you the honest truth. Ain't shit go ever change about your life till you fucking make it change. Till you stop thinking about the person you are now and you see yourself as you want to be. And you put in the work to become that person. So it's not about who you are now, it's about who you're becoming. And you're becoming everything you want to become by every thought that you think, by where you're placing your belief. Because where you place your belief, what you think about yourself, that's your I am. So what you think about yourself, you're preparing yourself to become. So every thought that you think about yourself, you're putting yourself in the future and you're becoming that person. So that's why if you think small about yourself, you're preparing yourself to be a small person. If you think big about yourself, if you think you're a great person, you're placing your I am in being a great person and you're preparing yourself to be a great person, and that's what you'll become. So this is what I'm always doing. Instead of thinking about the person I am now, I always think about the person I am in the future, the person I'm becoming. So that's why I become that person. So I know it's a lot of you guys out there that's not going anywhere in your business. Your business isn't moving like you want it to move. You know, your money is not moving like you want it to move. Your finances aren't going where you want your finances to go. And it's only one reason that's happening. It's not because of anything outside yourself. You're placing yourself there by your own belief. So because you believe you're broke, that's the reason you're staying broke. Supposed to let the dead bury the dead. Don't think about what you don't want. If you keep thinking about what you don't want, if you keep thinking about yourself as you are now, you're going to keep creating that person. You know, this is about you. Something I realized from starting my own business is, don't shit affect me in the outside world. Nobody affects me but me. I become what I believe about myself. It's true for you too. Whatever you believe about yourself, that's who you become, because that's what you're preparing yourself to become. That's who you're becoming. So if you want to become a great person, you have to imagine yourself as being a great person. Stop thinking about who you are now. Stop thinking about your business as your business is now. Think about your business as being great and keep thinking about it. Don't never stop thinking about it, and that's what you're going to rise up. So I know it's a lot of you guys out there, you know, always complaining. You know, I see the comments on some of my videos. People who say, I've been doing this business for a while, I haven't got anywhere. You know, I can't find any clients. But I tell you what, if I didn't have any clients in any business that I'm starting, I wouldn't have no fucking time to be commenting on somebody's video saying I don't have any clients, because I'd be so busy trying to get clients. You know? My business didn't take off. I was having that same problem. I was having that same problem getting clients. I couldn't find any clients for my business. But as long as I kept thinking that I don't have any clients, I didn't fucking get anywhere. I didn't get anywhere in my business until I start putting in the work. You know, what you need to do is you need to stop thinking about that you can't get clients. And you just need to put in the fucking work to get some clients. Forget about that you don't have any clients. Because if you keep thinking about you don't have any clients, that's where you're placing your belief. So you're preparing a place for yourself in the future to still not have any clients. Like attracts like. Like thoughts attract like circumstances in the physical world. So what you need to do, you need to go within your own belief. Go within your imagination and see yourself as having plenty of clients. And then just put in the work. Stop thinking about not having any clients. Stop thinking about being broke. Stop thinking about your bank account as it is now. Because the only reason your bank account is like that now is because you place your belief there. You place your belief there and you keep rising up the same circumstances. So what you need to do to change your bank account is forget about it as it is now. Forget about being broke. Forget about not having any money. Forget about that your bank account's in the negative. And just start doing all the things that you need to do to start making hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm telling you this from experience. As long as I kept thinking about myself as I was, just made me depressed. In my mind, I basically had my head down the whole time. But then I start putting bigger thoughts in my mind, in my face system. I start seeing myself with a successful business. And the reason I got so successful in dispatching is because I start thinking about dispatching, and then I start thinking about what I was going to do after I created a successful dispatch business. And I only look towards that, and then that's what I rose up. So a lot of you guys, you ain't going nowhere because you ain't putting in the fucking work. You're being lazy. You're not getting up every day, putting in the work that you need to put in. You don't got no plan. You got to have a plan. A lot of you guys ain't going nowhere in business because you're not doing the things that you need to do to have a successful business. If you want a successful business, you got to have a plan. You got to stop just following other people's directions. You got to stop just doing what they're telling you to do at work, because that's following the job's plan. But you need to have your own plan about your business. So I didn't go anywhere in this dispatch business until I made a plan. Until I made a plan every day, what I was going to do every day. And I got up and I executed on my plan. And that's when I started to see my manifestations come true. So a lot of you guys, you go out, you do a little bit of work, and then you don't get what you want. And then you're demotivated. You slack off. You stop believing in yourself. You stop believing in your business. So your motivation comes down. Your inspiration comes down. But look, I'm here to tell you, ain't shit go change until you put in some work, and I don't care if you don't think it's going your way. My business never changed until I put in some work. I didn't think things was going my way, and guess what I did? I worked even harder. And that's what I do these days. I'm still doing the same thing. It don't matter where you get to in business, you're gonna have to do the same thing to increase your business, to make your business better. I don't care if it doesn't look like things are going my way on the outside world. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put in even more work. If things ain't going my way, that means I'm not working hard enough. So my whole business, everything I ever got in my fucking life, all my success, never came from anything on the outside. Nothing on the outside ever changed my business. I don't care if I couldn't get clients. It wasn't the client's fault. It wasn't the market fault. It was my fault, because I wasn't adding enough value to my potential clients. But when I started to become more valuable within myself, when I started to get more knowledge, when I started to believe in myself more, when I started to believe in my business more, and I put that value out, that's when I started to get clients. When I stopped complaining. You know, stop complaining. Stop thinking about as you are now. Let the dead bury the dead. That means whatever you don't want, let it bury itself. You just replace that with a thought of what you do want, and then you put in the work. So this is how manifestation goes. You put a thought in your mind. You believe in something. And then what you believe in, you start putting in work towards that. And then you're merging two different dimensions together. You're merging the spiritual and the physical. When you believe in something in imagination and you just start putting in the work, that's how you arrive to where you want to be. If you guys not subscribed to my channel yet, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.
So if you didn't catch what I just explained to you in the first part of this training video, I just explained to you John 14 verses 2 through 4, which reads, "My Father's house has many rooms." Some version says mansions. Some versions say, "In my Father's house there are many mansions." This one says, "My Father's house has many rooms." That's because there are many possibilities in life. There are many possibilities within you. So my Father's house has many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I am going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. You know the way to the place where I am going, because you know where you're going by where you're placing your I am. Where you're placing your faith. You get to where you're going in life by where you place your faith. You do it yourself. That's how you know the place where I am going.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So before we get into the next part of this video, make sure you go to my website, AntoineWest.biz, by clicking the link below to enroll in any of my freight dispatch training programs. I have several programs that give you one-on-one mentorship with me. During those programs, you'll get a 5-hour video with all the information that you need to start your freight dispatch business up front. And then after that, we'll have weekly mentorship meetings. And during these weekly mentorship meetings, I can answer any questions from the training, anything about freight dispatching, anything about trucking, period. A lot of the students that join my enhanced and elite programs, those are the programs where you get 30 days or 90 days of dispatch mentorship with me after you join the program. And in those programs, I can also answer questions about trucking. If you're an owner operator, if you're looking to have your own authority or to get into brokerage, I can answer any of those questions and mentor you on those businesses also. I just think it's important that you start with dispatching if you're new to the industry or if you've been in the industry some time, because that's going to teach you fundamentals about the trucking industry. So I also have a lot of owner operators that take my enhanced or elite programs to learn to be dispatchers, or if you want your significant other to dispatch your truck, that's a good program for them too. But for the next 2 people that join those programs, I'm giving away free laptops. I have a couple more shipments coming in, but right now I have 2 left. So there are 17, they're Asus laptops, 17-inch screens. You know, these are the big boys. I don't know if you're gonna wanna haul this around with you that much. I mean, you might wanna be stationary in the truck or at home, because these are, you know, come with the big boy screens, you know what I'm talking about. But free 17-inch laptop computers for the next 2 people that join either my enhanced or elite freight dispatch programs. I'm going to ship them to you fresh, new in the box. So make sure you go to my website, AntoineWest.biz, to enroll in those one-on-one mentorship programs. I also have my 6-week freight dispatch and mentorship program. That's a low cost of $50 per month, and you go through 6 weeks of freight dispatch training. Then at the end of that, we have monthly mentorship. And also, in addition to that course, if you're looking to do some one-on-one mentorship with me, once you go to my website, you click to enroll in that training, you're going to be guided to where you can enroll in that 6-week training, and also you can now get one-on-one mentorship with me. So in addition to that training, you can sign up for my discounted mentorship program. And when you enroll in that training for $50 a month, you can also enroll in my discounted mentorship programs, where you can get 4 15-minute phone calls from me as long as you're enrolled in that training program. And in those 15-minute phone calls, I can answer any questions you have. What I suggest you do is sign up for that 6-week program and sign up for the discounted mentorship program too. As soon as the next day after you sign up in that 6-week program, you can get a phone call from me, and you can ask me any questions about getting started. You can tell me your story, what plans you have for your business, and I can give you my thoughts to get you started right away. So if you need anything, go to my website, AntoineWest.biz. The link's below in the description. But getting into the subject of this video. So when I first started dispatching or trying to open up my dispatch company, one of the things that I used to believe is that the market is oversaturated. You know, that's a belief that I had in the beginning that I no longer have. And what I want you guys to do is start thinking a little bit about, start thinking a little bit deeper about business, especially if you're just coming into business and never had a business before. Because a lot of times you'll hear people saying the market's oversaturated. But just think about it. The only people that you'll ever hear saying the market is oversaturated in dispatching or any business period is the people without clients. So if you come into this game, if you come into the dispatching game and you're putting your belief that this industry is oversaturated, or if you're an owner operator getting in a truck and starting your own trucking business and you put your belief in the market is oversaturated, the only thing you're doing is agreeing with other people that don't have any clients. So one thing I realized when I first came into this trucking game is most people, most trucking companies, most owner operators, most dispatchers have the same thoughts. You just see people saying things online, and then you're saying the same thing. And the only thing that's going to do is get your business to the same place their business is. Nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? So you hear me a lot of times talk about how I made $20,000 in my 2nd month of dispatching. That's because I started to think up different than other dispatchers. So one thing I use in business, because that taught me a lesson, don't think the same as nobody. You know, because if I think the same as everybody else, my business is just going to be like everybody else. So I think differently. You know, most people follow people. They see other people doing things in business and they try to follow them. I don't do that. So also, when you join my mentorship programs, my enhanced or elite programs, I want you guys to join that training. And if you're thinking about joining it, I want you to go ahead and join it today, because this is another reason I want you to join that training today and get on a phone call with me as soon as possible. Because what you'll hear being talked about in the industry is broker transparency. And what a lot of owner operators want the FMCSA to do is to create a rule where brokers have to tell owner operators or whoever's booking the load how much money that the shipper is paying the broker for that load. I think that's bullshit, you know? And you hear most owner operators, they want that to go into effect. And they only want that to go into effect because they hear other people saying it. So the only thing that broker transparency is going to do is make it worse for owner operators. So if you feel like the broker is taking too much money, you don't go about it to have the brokers tell you how much they're getting paid. This is business. Nobody's going to tell you how much they're making when they're making money off of you. I got a better idea for you. I got something that you can put in place in your trucking business without waiting on the FMCA, without waiting on the FMCSA, without needing anyone else. That's what you do in business. If it's a problem, you think of an idea to solve that problem. So I've thought of a way where owner operators can make much more money, and dispatchers too. I want you to suggest this way to your owner operators. I'm going to make a video sometime in the near future and tell you guys more about this way. But first, I'm going to tell the people who join my mentorship programs about how you don't need the brokers to tell you how much money they're getting paid for each load. And really, you don't want the brokers to do that, because if the brokers are forced to do that, they're just going to start giving you lower rates, even lower rates than you're getting now already. You know, you want it to be easy. Most people are looking for handouts from the government. I mean, what does that sound like? Asking the government to make the brokers tell you how much money they're getting paid. You're looking for the easy way out. And I'm here to tell you, in business, the easy way out isn't always the best way. You know, the best way is to find an idea that you have yourself, that no other businesses have, and then execute on that idea, and that's how you get paid more money. That's how I started making $20,000 per month, because I came up with my own idea to go about doing that, and that's how I started making a lot of money. So if you guys want to start gaining clients, if you want to make $20,000, $30,000 in this dispatch game, you have to change the idea you have. You have to come up with a better game plan than anybody else. Stop looking what everybody else is doing, because they're not going anywhere anyway. So stop paying attention to everybody else. Stop thinking about them. Come up with your own idea and then make money off of that. And then what will happen is, once you start coming up with your own ideas and believe in yourself, you start getting cash flow coming in, right? And then you'll see that your ideas are working out. Then you think of even bigger ideas, and you put those bigger ideas out there. Then you get more cash flow, and then even bigger ideas, then more cash flow, more cash flow. So that's how I started making $20,000 per month. So this is the whole key how I started to make that money. So at first I was like a lot of you guys. I believed that the market was oversaturated just because I didn't have any clients. That's the easy way out, just to give my belief to something else, to think it's something else outside of me. But like I said earlier in this video, any problem you have in business is your fault. It doesn't matter what nobody else is doing, what the owner operators are doing, what the market is doing. It's your fault. That's what business is. And then you have to come up with a solution to fix that problem. That's what any business has to do. So when you get in this game, don't ever think outside of yourself. Always think what you can do to fix the problem, what you can do to make more money. So stop complaining. Stop complaining, because your complaints get you nowhere. The more you complain, the more you're going to have to complain about. The more solutions you come up with to fix problems, the more solutions you're going to get. The more solutions you're going to have. And that's what you want. Businesses that focus on problems have more problems. But the businesses who focus on solution, that's solution driven, they have more solutions, and they get places further. They have more cash flow. They have more clients, because they're always focused on a solution. People in life who focus on their problems, who complain about their problems, what do they ever do? Complain, complain, complain. and they never get anywhere. These are the failures of the world. These are the people who are not successful. But the successful people like myself, you know what I do? Of course, I've had plenty of problems. I've had plenty of problems in my business. You know, I had so many problems you wouldn't believe. But what do? I don't talk about them. I don't go tell anybody about them. I keep them to myself. You know, I don't give my power to my problems and talk to other people about them, because nobody cares about my problems but me. So what I do is I come up with a solution to solve my problems. Every time I've had a problem in my business, I came up with a solution. So that's why people would tell you, you just got to keep working through it. You're going to have problems, but you better have even better solutions. So when I first started in this game, I wasn't getting any clients, because what I expected to have happen, which is what a lot of you guys are expecting to have happen, I expected just to open up my business and do a little marketing. Tell a couple people that I got a dispatch business. And then I expected the gates just to open up and for my business to be flooded with clients. That's what a lot of people expect. You know, I see people posting like on Facebook, putting their flyers out there. The flyers look just the same as every other company. Go look at the flyers on social media. It's the same shit. So why do you think posting a little crappy bullshit flyer is going to get you somewhere? It's not going to get you anywhere. So that's one thing you'll notice about my business. When have you ever seen me with a flyer anywhere? What am I doing? I'm on video. Video is the key these days, because when you get on video and sell yourself, give your value to your clients, they get to see your personality. You know, they're not buying, they're really buying into you. They're buying into your personality. By being on video, you get your customers to trust you. You know, flyers are old. I believe flyers, you can still use flyers, but they're secondary. The only thing that you need to use a flyer for is to tell about yourself, put a QR code on there, and get people back over to your website, where you can have a video on your website and you can give your clients more value. This game is about giving value. So a lot of people just tell owner operators, hey, I got a dispatch business. I'm looking to sign up owner operators. You know, email me if you're interested, stuff like that. But who cares about that? You know, who cares? Nobody cares. What you need to do is give out value for free. That's the whole name of the game in sales. Nobody's cold calling anymore. Cold calling is almost dead. You know, that was back in the day when people lived slower lives. But if you're just cold calling, that's not going to work out. What you need to do is give value. You need to say things. You need to give value that your owner operators, potential owner operators see, and then that makes them want to sign up for you with. So when I stopped basically thinking about that I didn't have clients and stopped begging for clients and thought about all the different ideas that I had to do to get clients, to include, to add more value. So I just went and got more information about the industry, and I was able to add more value, because you got to realize a lot of owner operators are new. There's always going to be new owner operators coming into the game, and what you need to do as a dispatcher, you need to get certain information, certain knowledge that they don't have, and then give that information out for free. And then if you give that information out for free en masse, basically get on social media, build a Facebook business page, advertise on Facebook. You don't always have to pay for ads. What I did is I built a Facebook business page for free. I started to give out value on my Facebook business page. I had a couple owner operators sign up with me. They start paying me money for my services. And what I did with that money is I reinvested it back into myself. I reinvested it into my business by sending out ads on Facebook that got more owner operators to see my value and what I had to say. Then I started getting more owner operators to sign up with me, and the more money I made, I reinvested it back into myself, reinvested it back into my business. And when you do that, when you make money and then you put that money back into yourself, when you invest your money into something that gets you further, you're recycling your value. You're putting out your value. You're getting paid money from your clients in the form of cash flow. You're giving them value. They're giving you back your own value in the form of cash flow. And then you take that money, which is your own value that they're giving you, and you reinvest it into yourself by putting ads out on social media. You get a cycle started. You start recycling your value. You know what I'm saying? You start recycling that value, and that creates more and more cash flow for yourself. But when you make money and then you spend it on something that doesn't give you any value, You give your value to your customers. They give you back that value in the form of cash flow. You go out and you spend it on something that doesn't give you any value. Now your value is just flowing out the door. Your energy is just flowing out the door. But when you take that money and you constantly reinvest it in yourself, that's how you become wealthy. So that's how I started to build clients. I was broke when I first started this business. I got a video I did years ago telling you guys how when I was at the gas station, this was back when I was working my job and I didn't have any gas money. I used to swipe my card and run it over, knowing I didn't have that money in the bank, but I used to run it over just to have enough gas to get to work. You see what I'm saying? But nothing changed in my life till I got sick and tired of doing that shit and just started working on my business every day. I came up with a game plan. I forgot about being broke. I forgot about not having any clients. And I just start pushing more value out, pushing value. And then I got that value back in cash flow. And I start reinvesting it into ads. I start reinvesting it into Airbnb. I start reinvesting it into cryptocurrency. And that kept raising up my income, kept raising up my revenue. I took what I knew and executed on it. I took what I knew and executed on it. And then I seen that worked out for me. Then I just learned more and gave more, learned more and gave more. That's why you don't have any clients, because you're not working on yourself. You believe it's all on the outside. What you need to do is get knowledge and give knowledge and keep doing it. Get and give, get and give. You see how this works? That's the only way you're going to build a business. You're never going to build a business. You're never going to get clients by chasing clients. What you do is you give value and you get your clients to come to you, and you won't ever have to chase any clients. That's the easy way. When I was broke trying to pay off debt, trying to save every penny I got, that's the hard way. But once I became wealthy and I realized what I need to do to pay off my debt, it's just to make more money. This is the easy way. Stop trying to save money. Stop trying to penny pinch. Start giving more value. Then people are going to give you money. And that's how you start paying off your debt. If you guys want to get clients in this business, you have to give out value. You have to start giving out more value. You just can't have value and don't give it out. You just can't have value, but then no one sees you. No one hears or sees your value. You have to market yourself. So the steps to get clients is to get more knowledge, increase your own value, and then market yourself. Get that value in front of your potential clients, and then they're going to be asking you, how do I sign up with you? When can I sign up? You're going to have, and then especially if you start running ads on social media, you're going to have hundreds of people knocking at your door to get what you're selling. And that's when I started to have to hire dispatchers to work for my company, because I had too many people wanting me to dispatch them. So then what did I do? I hired people onto my company and gave them my value, taught them what I knew. I taught them how to dispatch. And then they went out, I gave them clients, and then what they did is they gave that value that I had given to them to those clients, because I couldn't be the only one just giving out this value. It would have got too busy for me. So as I started to get more clients, I hired more dispatchers, and those dispatchers were trained by me, and I gave them my value, and that allowed me to take on more clients. That's why you can't be the only person dispatching. You have to really, this is what you do. You work really hard on getting knowledge. You work really hard on giving that value to your customers, your potential customers. And then that's when you're gonna have too many to dispatch. You guys are sitting still. You don't have a game plan. You're going to the truck stop one time and passing out business cards and flyers, or you're going out there and you don't have a QR code on those business cards and the owner operators are just throwing it to the side. You need a QR code so they can scan and go to your Facebook business page, where then once they scan your flyer and go to your Facebook business page, you got videos on top of videos on top of videos on the Facebook business page. So now they're looking, sitting in their truck, seeing more value. They're seeing videos that you're putting out. They're seeing the comments that other people have on your videos, like, hey, this guy is owning something. I want to sign up with him, because you're being different than the other dispatch companies. I'm telling you guys, if you guys want to be successful in this business, just go ahead, go to my website, AntoineWest.biz, and sign up for my training. And why I'm telling you this, why I want you to sign up, is because the more people I can give my value to, the more returns to me. That's how it works. The more people that I can give knowledge to, the more knowledge I get. That's the best way you can learn to do something, is by teaching someone, by mentoring someone, and that just makes you better. If you guys want to sign up for my text message list, text me at 407-698-3972. Hey, until my next video, I'm going to give you guys even more value. Hey, thank you for watching this video.